Attention viewer, you are watching the world's biggest monster truck diecast YouTube channel. This is Monster Jam OCD.
Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another Monster Jam OCD review video. Today is one of those special days where we take a look at a truck of the past, and this truck I did not even know existed up until a few weeks ago, and I wasn't going to collect it until one night I had this urge, like I always do with these things, and I was like, okay, I want to try to find it. So I took about 2 hours to try to find this thing, and trust me, I almost gave up on it because it's such a rare, very obscure truck in a set that is for Hot Wheels collectors, not just Monster Jam and Monster Truck collectors, but Hot Wheels collectors in general. It's considered to be a holy grail to some of them. So I was basically up against an impossible fight. However, I discovered through my 5th or 6th time searching these keywords in the 5th page of Google, a listing on a Japanese auction site, and the entire website, obviously if it's in Japanese, I couldn't read it. So I was like, oh no, because it's right there. I was like, that has to be a live auction if it's showing the truck for bid. And then I realized at the top of the thing, it said, buy this item with Buyee. And I guess it's a system that allows Americans to buy from Japanese auction sites because people that collect Nintendo or other popular Japanese products, those sites can't be purchased from directly, but you can purchase through another system that connects you to that site. So I bought this from officially through Buyee. I guess that's what the name is, Buyeee. And it was a very fluid system, pretty cheap for the shipping cost, and it was shipped here in 5 days, from Japan to here in 5 days. That's incredible. So that site, if you guys are ever trying to buy things from Japan, I highly recommend them. Not sponsored, not a product placement. That's just my own personal experience with Buyee. I just want to mention that. How I got this item is through them. And to get this item from there and actually for it to be legit is insane. So what's the point? I know I rambled on. I'm sorry. I always do that. What's the point of the video, Ryan? I am sure you're asking me now. The point of the video is that we have discovered, possibly, if not, I'm almost certain it is, the rarest publicly released Hot Wheels Monster Jam truck of all time. And when I say Monster Jam truck, I'm only saying that because this truck was produced by Hot Wheels and Mattel during the time of the Monster Jam contract. For instance, and this is why this is here, the Bell Helmet exclusive truck, which came with a helmet and water bottle, was not a Monster Jam licensed truck, but it came out during the Monster Jam era. And that's what we classify it as. I believe it came out in 2004. So it is classified as a Hot Wheels Monster Jam truck, and it uses the parts that they used on the Monster Jam series. Obviously, it looks just like a Monster Jam small hub SUV. It is one of those obscure trucks. It's basically the only truck up to this point until now that has been by itself, really. Everything else has been Monster Jam licensed. And this is a very unique thing. So Bell Helmet, that's one of them. So Bell Helmet is not of that rare category. Bell Helmet was released in the United States, which made it a very high produced truck. There is a lot of those out in circulation. But when we talk about this here today, which is the Charawheels Ultimate Edition Taxi 3 exclusive set, this is something really, really obscure and completely higher rarity than other things that we've seen in the past. So what is this thing, you might ask? It looks really strange. The packaging is kind of weird looking, actually pretty cool, but weird looking with the snow and stuff. What I understand this to be is of the Charawheels Ultimate Edition line, which was produced for Japan only, based on popular movies and television shows of that time. I guess they took Taxi 3, which is a French movie, and made Hot Wheels cars based off of the cars in the movie itself. I personally have not seen Taxi 3 besides the scenes with the monster truck, as you can see right there. We'll talk about in a second. But I understand it to be that kind of situation. So I guess Japan had its own exclusive series where they would make, through Hot Wheels and Mattel, popular entertainment shows and movies into diecast. So this fell under that Monster Jam contract. It was a monster truck in the movie, and Mattel produced it. As you can see, it is officially Hot Wheels. So you guys might think it's not. It is definitely Mattel and Hot Wheels underneath this specific Japanese line. So if we open this up here, it's a little Velcro door. You can see right there the rarest monster truck in the world, the Taxi 3 monster truck. And honestly, I'm not sure what body style this is. It looks like a Bronco to me, but it's definitely a modified Bronco, if anything. But you can see it does utilize the rims and tires of the Monster Jam contract. So it is, again, officially classified as a Hot Wheels Monster Jam truck. And if we look inside here, you can see it's all in Japanese and French because it is a French movie from a Japanese line. So that's pretty interesting. If I pick this camera up here, you can see we have the cars in the movie, and here are the cars that they actually utilize inside the movie. So that's pretty cool that they had these cool little die-cast models of popular movies in Japan. I like this a lot. And you can see there's even a sled for snow, which I think is part of the movie as well. I think I saw it in the trailer. And of course, what we're interested in here today, sorry for the ice cream man that's holding my camera, which is the Bronco, or whatever you would consider this monster truck here by Hot Wheels. And the top of the packaging, here's what it looks like there. And you can see here's the side, Taxi 3. There's the monster truck from the movie. I will leave a link in the description for the actual scenes so you guys can see it. There's the cars, and here's the back with some more writing. Obviously, I can't read that, but if you guys speak Japanese, I'm sure you guys can make out what it's saying here. And yes, of course, I'm going to open this up today because I think it's such a unique opportunity. This is just how I do it. So sorry to those Hot Wheels collectors who are going to be mad about this one. I have to open this one up. So I'm going to open it up as carefully as I possibly can. I'm not going to destroy the box. I'm going to do it as gentle as it can possibly be. So let me open this up real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, here it is, the exclusive Japanese set for Taxi 3, the movie. Just quickly looking through these because I'm going to put them on display. Here's the police car that they use in the movie. Very nice tampos. Obviously, it was 2003, so they had really nice tampos on here. Nice models. But you can see they are officially Mattel and Hot Wheels licensed items. So there is the police car, one of them. Another Interceptor car. Again, I'm not sure what these say on them because I don't speak French or anything, but I'm sure that means some kind of police enforcement, some kind of thing there. And really nice cars, just really great detail on these. So there's those two, and then we have one more. I can't remember which car gets smashed in the movie. I think it's this one. If you guys have ever watched the movie, let me know in the comments. So there it is, the taxi, and then here is the little sled that you can put the car on. So if we put this on here, so you can see it's like a little sled for the taxi. So that's pretty cool. But the main focus is the monster truck itself. And this is, again, the rarest monster truck in the world that we know of currently. And I call it the Taxi 3 monster truck, obviously for the basic reasons that it's from the movie. But this is an official Hot Wheels Mattel licensed vehicle. And you can see it has a very interesting chassis. It's actually a leafer chassis. Not super detailed, but it is definitely one of the most interesting vehicles that has ever crossed my review table. And you can see the front lights. This is exactly how they looked in the movie. The front bumper or guard here. It has some kind of motor thing sticking out here. Side view mirrors painted. Lots of detail. A nice matte black body. So you can see inside there, if the glare will stop glaring, there's seats, there's a steering wheel. On this side here, we have like a little window, the back here with another guard. So that's the basic rundown of this truck itself. It's a very basic truck because that's how the real life actual vehicle was. They did it exactly how it should look. I mean, there's barely any details missing. It was obviously 2003, so they were doing a pretty decent job and a lot of effort into their models of the time. Obviously, for a Japanese exclusive line, they also upped it a little bit. These cars are pretty nice. These are really nice cars. So this monster truck follows that line where it's very high quality produced items. And you can see the chassis is very similar to that one that we received from Mattel, which is a much more detailed one, obviously, in the modern day, but it's their vintage chassis, very similar to that. We've only seen this a couple times used during the Then and Now series, so very similar. There's only ever been another Mattel chassis, which is this one. So this is the only other time. So now there's officially 3 that we've ever seen. So that's a really interesting one. And it is screwed in here by 2 screws. I don't have a small enough screwdriver to take this off, but I kind of want to see what's inside of this big chunky area in here. But besides that, that is the Taxi 3 monster truck. Again, the rarest monster truck in the world that we know of from the Hot Wheels Monster Jam era. And this has just been such a surprise. I really think that most of my viewers that are going to see this have never heard of it before. I never heard of it before, so don't feel bad if you don't know what this is. This is definitely something special and unique, and I love how it looks. This is probably one of my favorite models they even made during this time as well. This is just such a cool truck. So check out the description for the videos of this. And a fun fact I wanted to mention before I sign out is that you guys probably know my holy grail truck is Inferno 2003, the canceled edition of Flashfire, as they call it. That truck actually is featured, not the diecast, but the real truck is actually featured in this movie with this truck. So it's funny how the two rarest, as I consider, trucks in the world are both in the same movie. So thank you to those who actually pointed out this truck's existence. And if you guys ever want to buy anything from Japan, I highly recommend Buyee again. If you guys ever have to buy anything like that, they're a great system. I mean, this thing came here delivered safely. The package was in immaculate condition. I'm just super happy with my experience there because I was so nervous to use it. But that has been such a smooth experience, so I'm really happy with trying something new and discovering that this truck is out there and finding it after so many searches, and I almost gave up. So I'm thrilled. I'm super happy to own one of these, and thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. This is Ryan, Monster OCD, signing out.